Minion in. What's up, everybody? I'm still working on my priest. Hit level 19, get to do the Null Triumvirate now. And just trying to gear up a little bit, because this area is hard. I'm a little bit out of my depth. So just kind of playing it careful, trying to group with other players, and I can't... Enter the disputed zone. Does that take me out of the... No. As long as I don't have my PvP on, that should be fine, yeah? Wait a minute. I bet I can hunt these for tough meat. Oh god, I can collect that now. A whole new tier of crafting. No meat. No meat. I think I might be barking up the wrong tree. Come on, tough meat. Leather scraps. Alright, never mind. Nothing for me here. Speak with Greco. I haven't done that. That's because I thought I was going to go straight into the Null Triumvirate. But apparently it's making me wait a little bit. Oh, never mind. See, that's all you have to do is complain. Complain a little bit, things go your way. That's what gaming has taught me. Now the text here suggests that it's not always the same opponents, but I'll be surprised if there's somebody besides those two Null War Chiefs. This is a tough fight. Done this once before, and I don't know, we made it, but we kind of had to scrape. Thank you guys. Mage, okay. closer together, okay? Take a move. That attack. Hear that? Stay closer together. That's hardcore. Okay, I guess you have to fight your way through its shield before you can pick up. Dodging while I do this. There we go. Almost up. Love that. Ah! Ouch. Still gonna get you. There we go. Oh! Separate health! I had no idea. I really thought this was where the health bar. Hatzfia is their guild name. That's it's German for welfare recipients, basically. I don't know if there's a soul pyre near where I left. Yeah, well, I think I was actually right next to one. Might as well go ahead and use this one to recover a little bit. Ah. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Did I get a reward box? We shall see. I had this awesome idea, and I'm totally going to do that as soon as I can, as soon as I find one. I'm going to have to Google for a while. Neon green turtleneck. And then the next time I stream, I'll just be a floating head I can put anywhere. On top of NPCs. Just, you know, whatever seems appropriate. I could stick myself in that glass in the corner there, whatever. I'm like more excited about this than I really should be as a grown-up. But I'm really looking forward to being a floating head. Let's see if that was worth doing a second time. Did I get anything? I have 2 helmets. Did I just get one of those? It sucks. Yes! Give me good stuff. Fingers crossed. Come on. Here in Germany we say fingers crossed. In English we say fingers crossed. In German we say I'm pressing my thumb. Just a neat little trivia tidbit for you guys there. Alright, I have shoes, but they're not as good as my shoes. However, oh, no, I like the food buff duration thingy. I just gotta start cooking more, you know, better food. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now I gotta figure out what drops meat around here, so I can go kill some of that.
State your business.
I will. Here, see here, check it out. This is what I mean. So scoot down a little bit, make my head bigger, and just put myself right there. There you go. Sorry, traveler. By decree of Consul Carmine, the Federation has placed Tristeza under quarantine. Nobody's in or out except on official Federation business. You'll have to wait with the others. Okay. An agent of the Consul's own house, and of course you can pass. But first, can you do us a favor? Of course they were asking for a favor. We're sworn to guard this entry point, but we're low on rations. Can you do a little hunting for us? Sure, I saw some goats. Alright, put me back in the corner. Where I belong! If I lean forward too far, lean back too far, it messes up the green screen. I really gotta get better lighting here. Alright, how many goats am I killing? Hunt goats and collect their meat. Are you serious? When I did that, I got nothing. Goat meat. There you go. One downside to playing an Ippen is if you're playing in tall grass like here, you can see it. It's realistic, I guess. You know, if you're going to be that tiny, you're going to see the world at a much more disadvantageous vantage point. Hey, I got some tough meat out of it that time. Sweet. Just paying. I'm starting to think you don't get skill points by level, you get them by other means. But I'm not entirely sure what those means are. See, the priest uses his staff for like all of his attack enemies. The mage just leaves the staff strapped to his back and does not use it for combat at all. Seems like a glaring oversight. I know I've said this before, but I might have new people watching, so I'm going to repeat myself occasionally. I've actually been headbutted by a goat in the forehead in real life. It was not fun. Then again, I should not have been teasing that goat. Did not expect it to rear up on its hind legs and just pop me right in the forehead. I saw stars. Those horns are hard, man. Not as hard as my head, despite what my wife says. Oh, I am tracking it. It's the main quest. And I'm done. Did not get as much tough meat out as I was hoping.
I'm on duty now.
Ah, thank you. I knew the Council's house would look after us. Consuls. The quarantine is in his orders, after all. By the way, another agent of your house passed through a few days ago. Big fellow, lots of knives. That would be Marcus. Didn't much like shirts. Yeah, I know him. Exactly. He said he was heading to the Ramen Brotherhood Inn. Something about a missing boy. Just thought you should know. The Brotherhood are dangerous criminals. Your man could be in trouble. Yeah, thanks. I'll look for him. So, are we done here? Sweet. Moving on. Unless... Okay, no gear dropped while I was out there. I'm gonna try the Null Triumvirate again. See if I have better luck drop-wise. Whoa! Check it out! The treasure should be key. And I am too weak to do any real damage to him. Yeah, the last time I fought him, he was level 12. Rolled all over the place. Does he drop anything? 68? It's not entirely worth it. It's just fun to chase him around. Come on, no! Damn it. So is he gone now? Yeah. I misclicked. Could have prevented him from getting away. That's alright. I got some gold out of this. Not a bad haul for like 30 seconds of work. If I'm being honest. I really think that shouldn't be a cat call. It just seems inappropriate. Oh. You may fail in progress quests. Yeah, that's okay. I'm alright with that. I'm not doing anything super important. Oh, there's Marcus. This is the inn? Last time I was here, it was covered in baddies. These are the baddies. Yeah, last time I was here, these guys attacked me. Huh. I'm sure they will again. They're not gonna like me for very long. Don Ramen. I'm guessing it's ramen because if it were Ramon, it would have an E at the end, right? You're a lost little lamb, aren't you? Nice beard. How did you get past those big, mean border guards? Passed out a few bribes, perhaps? Boom. If you think you're going to stay with us a while, little lamb? Oh, I think you're going to stay with us. Get comfortable. Share some of the wealth. Sorry. I'm looking for a friend who passed this way. Oh, we get so many guests at the Brotherhood Inn, my pet. We're a quality establishment, after all. This man, is he dark-skinned, has a few scars, carries 2 knives, and knows how to use them? Yeah, that's him. I'm so very glad you said so. You see, your friend didn't appreciate our hospitality. Treated me and my boys a bit rudely, in fact, so I think we'll do the same to you. In return, lads, payback time. Yeah, Marcus didn't make friends coming through here. They're going to take it out on me. I knew this with them wasn't going to last long. That charge. cannot enter the dungeon during combat. Put the staff away. We're done with combat. There we go. Now the sun's down, so now I gotta readjust the green screen. No, it's looking okay. I'm fine with it. This thing is sensitive. The sunlight coming in from outside, even with the drapes closed, messes that up sometimes. I'm gonna sit here and move levers back and forth. How do you pronounce that? Shayazan? Shayasan? I'm gonna go with Shayazan. Those are two different colors, right? I'm noticing that for the first time. So I'm green and red colorblind, and I think those guys are green and red. Now that I know they have separate health bars. Try to focus on the same animation. Nope, it got her. Good. I can probably finish him off. Come on, up you go. Don't let her down. Make it count. Yes. I'm coming. I got you. Sorry I didn't have any heals on me. you kept attacking the one that didn't have judgment on it. Still not better than what I'm wearing. That's okay. Eat! I'll put this here for both of us. Fine. What's that? German guild looking for members? Einigkeit. A little racist. Well, not racist, but a little too reminiscent. It's the first word of the national anthem. Well, it's not bad. It means unity, but for some reason makes me slightly uncomfortable. Just the word makes you, and makes me, it makes a little voice in my head hum the national anthem. Which technically, by the way, the German national anthem is not bad. They took out the verse with the racism in it. So now they've just got the good verses. After World War II, they got rid of the bad one. They kept the melody the same, though. I think they should have just gone with it. They should have just done a whole new anthem. Kind of distanced themselves from the song that inspired fear in thousands. Gods preserve me. What just happened? They were my best lads. Born killers. What are you? That was a very bad idea. Look, I'm sorry. Don't kill me. I'll tell you anything you want. Your friend, what's his name? His name's Marco Morta. Oh, Lady of Light, protect me. That was Marco Morta, the Sorza assassin, the ghost of Sperios? Yep. But I don't I feel like three kinds of stupid. He came in here looking for a missing boy, asked us for help, said his lad had fallen in with a bad crowd. Some folks running around in red masks, right? The faceless. Go on. So we tried to squeeze him, yeah? Said we knew where his boy was, but he'd have to pay us. He took out his purse, and we could all see he was rolling in coins, so we grabbed him. And you tried to rob Marco? I swear we didn't know who he was. You'd think we'd assault the Fat Monster on purpose? It was a nightmare. Half my men were on the ground before we knew what happened. I'm surprised he didn't kill you. He probably would have, if it weren't for him needing to question us afterwards. Luckily, I remember seeing a new boy hanging around with Visto, one of the local brats. Whatever I said must have fit the description Marco was looking for because he dropped me and left. Where did he go? Went to go question Visto, of course. Told him the boy likes to hang around Hunter's Hill. I think I've actually seen him there. Hey Josh, what's up? Yeah, I kind of wish it were too, but I think I didn't know about this game. I didn't hear about it until like a week ago. It just kind of, I completely missed all the hype and it just jumped out of nowhere. So I'm thinking when the official release comes on March 12th, this place will suddenly be flooded. I mean, the game will be flooded with a whole bunch of people. And it's going to pull more viewers too, I think. Damn it, will you just leave? There's blood all over my inn. How am I going to clean this mess? I like how even the story in this game, the combat system and the story working together, it just makes you feel like a badass, you know? There's nothing like sitting down to play a video game and just feeling like a superhero for a while. Keep up with level 22. Whole different story this morning. These guys were batting me around like I was a ping pong ball. I'm sorry, are you shooting at me, sir? Yeah, that was dance. That wasn't a potion, that was dancing. Not as helpful. Entertaining, possibly. Dancing under arrow fire, but not useful in the slightest. We've almost got him. Put some more arrows in him. What the hell is he doing? It looks like the Cha-Cha, sir. Why is he doing it? I don't care. Keep shooting. I don't have to share food. Somebody else here, so just have one of these. I'm not gonna bother getting rid of the resurrection sickness because I'm gonna head straight to the city. Try not to pass go and collect 200. Where am I? Oh God, I'm way back here. That's okay. Fast Bambi. Jewel. I think I was just in the arena with her. I started out this morning playing some of my other classes, and then I found out you get your estate at like level 28, 30, somewhere around that area. And that's all I want. The estate sounds absolutely awesome. I'm a sucker for character housing, especially if it's interactive, if you can do stuff with it. And apparently there's a lot of micromanaging that goes on with these. So now I'm just gonna play the priest. I'm gonna get my estate. Oh, I've got a quest to kill these guys. Damn. No, I have to stay. Still being chased? Oh yeah, yeah. Suck it! I love that I'm finally getting tier 2 crafting mats. Well, I can't make any endgame videos until I actually get there, but I was going to do a showcase on every character class at about Lionheart Legacy, but it's taking me a lot longer than I thought. So I've done a couple. I've done the Priest Lionheart Legacy. I've done one on character creation, how to do emotes, little stuff like that. And now I'm just going to try to get to the. I might do one on arenas, like a strategy guide. But mostly I'm gonna focus right now on getting the estate and then doing like an estate showcase, what all you can do with it, stuff like that. Share it as I discover it. If there's a demand, if I see, I'm constantly in forums and stuff looking at what do people need help with, what are some questions people have. So I'm trying to see, what questions are frequent, and I try to answer those with some guide videos. I was thinking of doing one of, like map by map where all the treasure chests are, but that's hours and hours and days of work that I don't know I can put in when I could be, leveling up, so that I can show more endgame stuff sooner. I wish I had more free time to do all this. I actually started streaming it because I didn't have anything specific to say about it, but I wanted to show it because it's so awesome. I just can't seem to put it down. I figure if I'm going to be playing it anyway. I'm also thinking about doing like a strategy video for world bosses. Although those at this point there's so many people piling in on them, there's really no point in strategy. Bashal maybe, he's a little tougher. I see a lot of people dying there. Give like an explanation of his attacks, how to best avoid him, how to stay alive. Might actually do that if I see him pop up later. I just did one earlier today on how to heal if you're a priest using Lionheart Legacy. And I'm hoping to do more of those. get a huge head start, so I'm just learning the game like everyone else right now. That's the same issue I have. I've got 6 characters spread out across the 2 servers, and I've been focusing too much on playing all of them and not enough on one, on getting enough. So now I've decided to not play any of the other ones until I've got my Your score's higher than mine. I've got, what do I have? I'm at 615. You're actually, it's more likely that you can teach me something about the game rather than vice versa at this point. I have the advantage that I'm seeing it from the dev perspective because I've designed a number of games. I'm guessing it gives me like an analytical view that maybe most players don't have. I'm hoping at least. Once I get this priest up there, I'm actually going to I'm going to take his gear and give it to my low-level mage and just do like a run-through, like a story edit of the story of the game. You know, up to maybe like the first campaign. Kind of rush him through it, tape all the cutscenes and the important dialogues, so the people who aren't as long in the story or who are more focused on the grind and are missing the story can find out a little bit more about the lore and what's going on in the world. I've been doing that for Warframe a lot lately, just doing lore videos of the
gods will
the
see us
various
through.
quests. Because that game has a very interesting story as well. Did you notice the so-called Brahmin Brotherhood Inn over yonder? Oh, he says over yonder. It's no inn at all. It's really the home of a gang of thieves. I've been there. I've actually been dismantling all of it. I started off selling some, but when you dismantle, you get a chance of upgrade stones. So I've been kind of biting the bullet, and some of my characters are quite broke because of it. I haven't had any fails upgrading gear yet. I got lucky.
How did things get this bad?
Everybody in this game is bearded. Have you noticed that? I got some serious competition here. Hang on. Yeah, that's better. Now you can't tell the difference. Hey there, stranger. Spare a moment. I'm Barry, and the shirtless know-it-all is Harry. Don't mind. Okay, what do you want me to do? What do you need help with? Normally, I like to read all of this, but I do that on my own time. Just kind of skimming through it. I don't know if you were here earlier when I got all excited because I had the idea I'm going to put on a neon green turtleneck and just be a floating head that I can move around the screen. Collect Imperial artifacts. That I can do. Thank you, stranger. Yeah, although the Warframe story is awesome. I'm like really curious to see where it goes. I've kind of reached the end of it now, and I can't wait for the next update that actually gives more background. I'd like to do a video there of like a rundown of the history and what all's happened, kind of like a summary. Oh, very cool. This is my first time sporting a full beard. You know, before it's always been just let it grow until it's intolerable, then take a machete to it. Now I'm actually cultivating one for the first time. I didn't know there was such a beard culture, like no shave Novembers and all that. I wasn't expecting it to become such a defining characteristic, a defining part. Well, none of those are useful. That's okay, I'll do your quest anyway, sir. Maybe with whatever I bring back, you can buy yourself a shirt. How does that sound? If there's any left over, you can share it with the Shibiki. Get those people some pants. They make me uncomfortable. Ironically, the guy who told me about No Shave November, I thought this was, I figured, okay, if that's what we do. If we have beard and don't shave in November, then I'm not gonna touch this thing all November long. And then by December, I looked like a hedge with eyes. And the guy who told me about No Shave November, a fellow streamer, I went on his channel and I was like, dude, your beard looks trimmed. You're cheating. He goes, yeah. I slipped and then I had to fix it. I was like, no, you're cheating. It's your fault. I look like something out of the, out of the underbrush. Oh, you got me. Oh, so you got an early start on the whole beard thing. I can't do the bald head thing. I don't like the shape of the top of my head. I'm not a fan. But I will shave the sides. I'm going for I'm letting the top grow out. I'm going to get a Viking braid done. Or learn to do it myself because I'm cheap. Just got to get me one of those overhead mirrors, I think, so I can see what I'm doing. So is this you watching Bless at work still? I don't know what time it is over there. I have no concept. It's almost 9 p.m. here. Okay, there's Marco, but I'm not done killing dudes yet, am I? Enter Ashen Sabertooth at Hunter's Hill. Hunt Ashen Sabertooth. Okay, those are this way. Don't eat. I meant to go forward. You really got to get a hang of the difference. Up over here and up over there are two completely different things. I'm constantly drinking potions instead of speeding up. Dismounting accidentally when I'm too close to a soul pyre. They really ought to switch the speed up and slow down buttons for mounts. Switch the A and the X so that you're not constantly accidentally falling off the horse. Just get you finally some breath mushrooms. My cooking has just been stagnating because I had no idea where to get those. Now they're kind of all over the place. Every fight I don't get hit in, I consider a success. If I get hit, I feel like I failed. Get old hitting them into the air. Makes me smile every time. I went to the my gear score was too low for this place, so what I ended up doing is I went to the market and bought myself like a really high level staff for 20,000 star seeds. Since then I've had very little issue doing damage. Oh, okay, yeah. That's, trying to remember my U.S. geography. I'm going to be moving to Arkansas here in a couple of months. I think that's the same time zone. And I'll be able to start streaming at more humane hours once I get over there. I was hoping for California. That's where all my work, friends are, my business partners. People I've worked together making games, they're all over there. My wife would not, I couldn't get into California if I tried. She's born and bred Florida. It's tough enough to get her away from the coast. Alright, fine, I won't attack you then. I'll fight with your body over I haven't gotten a skill point. Why? I'm starting to suspect that might not be level dependent. Do you know anything about that? You know, I just naturally assumed you get skill points as you level up, but maybe you get them from something else. Because the last 4 levels or so, I don't think I've seen a single skill point. Last one I got, I think it was when I completed a side quest of some sort, but I didn't level up, I just got the skill point. Pick it up. That's it for artifacts. Just a little more fur. Crap, wrong button. Twice. Embarrassing. I don't want to live in Florida. I don't know. Florida's nice to visit, but I've got in-laws there, and they're not the craziest people, but they're close. But I've met, I mean, Florida's beautiful. I've just met so many nut bars over there. I've met my share of insane people in California too, though, so maybe it's the ocean. Exposure to too much salty air does something to your brain. And then it's hot, and in California you get shaken around. I'm just guessing, generalizing. Something in the water. No! Last time I worked with people in California, that was like the highlight of my career, and I really want to do all that again. They did. They hired voice actors for a game that I designed and wrote all the dialogues for, and I got to go into the sound studio and give directions to the actors. That was like the most fun and awesome thing I've ever done job-wise. Is it a typo, or is there a difference between SCP and SXP? I'm genuinely asking. I'm trying to determine the difference. By the way, YouTube is streaming me at like a 45-second delay, so I'm not slow. YouTube is. Oh, it's one of the big ones, so I'll stick with the little ones, thanks. Oh god, I'm done. Finished the quest. I'm still bunching people. I gotta stop doing that. Holy crap. How did he not say? Okay, I was gonna say. He saw me. Good kitty. Stay back, thank you. Alright, let's give Marco a shot.
Just like the bad old days.
I was wondering when you'd show up, how did your visit with the Fairy Queen go? God, that was today. Any news on where the Faceless are based? I've been having a devil of a time tracking them down. You think their leader is in Tristeza? Well, I guess that explains the undead plague I keep hearing about. What have you heard? Rumors mostly. They say the dead won't stay buried in Tristeza, they return to feast on the living. Anyone who falls to one of these undead creatures supposedly becomes one themselves. The place is under quarantine. Okay. Is there a difference between experience and skill point experience? That would explain, the suspicions I've been having. I really ought to pay more attention to quest reward windows. That probably would have explained that for me too. If we want Don Diego to go up against the leader of his own house, we'll need evidence. Lots of it. Alright. There's a local boy who was seen with my son, Vista. I know, I visited the Ramen Inn. Ha! Tried to rob you too, did they? Hopefully you taught them a lesson. I kind of wish I would have been there to see that fight. You have to go help Don Diego. I'll find you later. Gotcha. Well, I still have some side quests to do here. Especially, and I want to get them done. Especially now that I know about skill point XP, or skill XP.
The roads aren't safe these days.
I ought to sit down one of these days and just like study the character sheet and understand it as best as I can. Use your fur, sir. Make yourself a sweater. On the house. None of those are anything.
I never thought it would come to this.
Cool. I'm guessing that counts for repeatable quests too, like area regional reputation, stuff like that. Kind of make it worth grinding those for a little bit. Court of Ravens. That's a PvP unit, isn't it? I'm not a big fan of PvP. I don't know if I'll have much to do with these guys. I'm trying to decide between Sentinels and Artisans right now. 3 more members of the Brotherhood. I'm a little hurt, but I'm gonna risk it. Oh, awesome. Check that out. Quests. That's quest log. Huh. Skill XP and XP. Nice. I just learned something. Thanks. It seems like there's a lot of info in the game that that it doesn't explain to you readily. It's like privileged knowledge until you know it. Like sitting down at the Soul Pyre heals you faster. I didn't know that until I accidentally found that out. And then today I accidentally discovered the description when you share food just kind of suggests that anyone who goes near the Soul Pyre gets a buff if you have a pot of food up. But you actually have to sit down and eat the food manually, and then you get a buff depending on what food was there. If you gather some information like that and maybe do like a things I wish I had known when I first started playing video. Those are always good. Yeah, factions or unions here. Okay, so the repeatables don't have those. That makes sense. Because then you could just kind of, without really going anywhere level-wise, grind skill points out. Yeah, here, I've got a union quest. It does not give skill XP. It gives Artisan Society XP, which I guess is the same as Reputation. This one too. Sentinels XP. I've yet to be offered a quest by the Council of... What do they call it? The Council of Ravens? The Court of Ravens? The PvP Union. Hey Yoda, what's up? How's the sound treating you today? Is everything okay? You still getting an echo? Did I get him? Oh god, one more. Well, this will be the one that kills me. This is how my luck goes. That judgment is not used anymore. It's really useful in group settings. But I wish I were getting back more HP. I did give up my healing spheres for this. Etwas Rauschen. Ein bisschen Rauschen haben wir immer. Aber ich habe es mir gestern angehört, wir können damit leben, finde ich. I'll switch from German to English occasionally, depending on who's in chat or what questions I'm answering. So where's this quest guy? Rescue Risso from the Ramon Inn. Okay, then he'll be in there. In that case, I am going to heal up because there's probably a bunch of guys in there. I had this awesome idea earlier. I'm gonna get a neon green turtleneck sweater and then just be a floating head in the stream. I'm gonna check eBay later and Amazon, see where I can get one of those. Because it's probably not a common item. I don't know why I think that's so awesome. It's really neat. I just know I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. Stun. So eine geile Idee, oder? Mit dem schwebenden Kopf. Freue ich mich richtig drauf. Ich weiß nur nicht, wo ich so einen Pullover herkriege. Alright, so is he inside? Is he outside? Where am I going with this? Upstairs? Oh, he's outside. I could have sworn I had some rank 2 potions. Don't know why they're not showing up there. I don't know, the more I play the priest, the more I like this class. I love that you can solo as as both the Crusader and the Priest class. A lot of MMOs I've played, you play either a tank or a healer. You're pretty much dependent on being in a group or you get nowhere. And my little priest is a powerhouse. Feels like that sometime at least.
I never thought it would come to this.
All right, Vissa, let's get you out of here. Gianni sent you? Oh, thank Fizera. I thought I was done for. I want to read up on the lore and the gods in the background of this game a little bit. I've never even heard of Bless, but that's apparently the worlds share the same. It's the same world, the same lore, just different dev teams. So there is information out there. I just gotta go look for it. And my inventory's full. It's time to get out of here. It is a little crazy, but it wouldn't be the first time I've been accused of being a little crazy, so I'm okay with that. Whoa, hold on. Stop the horse. Which one is this? Pest control. Oh, the mole crickets. It's gear score 11. I probably don't even get credit for killing stuff there anymore. Any bosses up I can do real quick? I'm always looking for Shabal. He would be right here. Nope. Because the last couple of things he's dropped have been upgrades for me. Most bosses don't do that. Yoda, you missed me playing my mage earlier. I said I wanted to show you one of the, some of the other races, but I really want to level this guy up to 30 and get my house. You know how much I love character housing. You've seen the guild hall I built for us in Elder Scrolls. A lot of work went into that. Parting gift. Deliver the box to Hilaria. I can do that. Wait. Deliver the Black Knight? Where's the Black Knight? I gotta get in on this. I need to empty my inventory. Run. Never done that boss before. Yeah, a big character. I mean, you don't get any smaller than this guy. Yeah, just do whatever. None of it's anything. Oh, there was a pot there 2 seconds ago. Just expired, I guess. Right, go. Hopefully there's a bunch of high levels already there. Because there's no way I'm soloing this guy. What crazy came with your first birthday? It kinda did. I inherited my crazy from my dad. My dad has the good crazy, my mom has the bad crazy. I'm kind of a mix. Where's the exit? I'm already lost. Let me out. The Black Knight's still up, or did I miss him? Still up. Let's try it. Get there in one piece. Alright, Josh, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. It was cool talking to you. Thanks for keeping me company. I think I got off track here. Yep. Gotta go back this way. I've never been in this area before, so I'm bound to get lost several more times. Ich glaube, jetzt bist du der einzige Zuschauer. Jetzt können wir eigentlich auf Deutsch umspringen. Holy crap! So, wo ist er? Ich war vorhin auch ein klein bisschen auf Mixer, nur um da mal noch umzugucken. Ein paar von meinen alten Zuschauern auch um die Uhrzeit und sind. Oh, ich habe vorhin gegen einen Riesen gekämpft. Das ist gesehen, also wirklich so gewaltige. Also konnte man richtig einen Höhenunterschied sehen. Siehst du, ich bin kleiner als alle anderen Spieler. Da ist noch ein Mensch hier neben mir. Es gibt Boss hasn't spawned yet. I absolutely will do that. You probably play on the US servers, right? Then I'll add you there. This guy's on the European server. My main on the English server is named Minion. So yeah, I'll definitely add you when I go over there later. Take this guy by myself? I think the other players just left. Any damage? Help! It's better. Actually, what? He hit me once. I'd still say that was pretty good. I really like this boss to spawn. I feel naked and vulnerable out here. Maybe I can get the treasure chest while I wait. US server. That's what I figured. No problem. I'll be hopping over there later for a little bit. Those characters are being sadly neglected, so I need to spend some time on them too. Okay, not reaching the treasure chest from here. We're gonna have to, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Right now it's boss time. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, forget about that. I'll give it a shot. I mean, the map says he should be here or spawning here real soon. Yeah, the quest is up. I just learned about channels today too. That's another something I could put in the things I wish I had known video. Let's check over here. I should make a list. More material for a guide video. Oh, there he is. Perfect. I got here and he's at 26% health. This could not have gone better. Thanks, Josh. You saved me a lot. Oh, what did he just do to me? No. Why can't I? What am I stuck on? I can barely move. I feel like I'm lagging on something. I'm just standing here. Can I help her up? Somehow, there's an invisible wall there. I can't get to her. Player cannot be resurrected from that location. I'm very sorry. I can't help you. Sorry. I don't. What the hell is going on? Achso, ja, ist mir auch schon aufgefallen. Ich darf nicht so weit nach vorne lehnen. Ich habe das Licht umgestellt. Irgendwas stimmt hier nicht. Zombie on me. Yes! Awesome. I would love to loot this boss if I get a chance. Just as a keepsake. I didn't get a reward box for this guy? Aww. Let's check my inventory here. Oh, Black Knight reward box. Please be something good. Possibly. They're no better than what I'm wearing, but we'll compare the bonuses. Is it bonuses or boni? Bony? I don't feel comfortable saying this outfit has boni. Oh, it's getting late. Alright, let me make a note of this real quick. We've got map channels, we got food share, fire sitting. I've already done one on stay near your healer. So that they can actually be useful here. I'm gonna have a shot at that treasure chest. I have no idea how I'm gonna get up there. Or if I live that long. But if I die, it's a shortcut back to the soul fire, so win-win. So far, so good. Sweet. More inventory space. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, charging skills. That was also. And skill XP. We need XP while I'm at it. So you're getting enough material for the next instructional vid together here. I'll check Reddit later too to see if there's any other good tidbits I can dig up. Soll ich da mal eben auf einen anderen Charakter wechseln, damit du das mal sehen kannst? So, kurz ausruhen. Alles klar, mach's gut. Danke fürs Vorbeischauen. And that means we're switching back to English. The German viewer left. Alright, let's have a look at my new gear, see if it's any good. This one increases defense by 945, and the new one only by 280. It's not even a challenge. Food buff duration increases, but how often do I have food buffs? I need stamina all the time, so bite down the bullet and just wear the purple leather boots. They don't look as feminine on me as they did in the picture. Uh-oh. No! Oh! Either they fixed that bug or it fixed itself this time. The last time I changed gear sitting down, my interface disappeared completely and I had no control over the game. I had to restart completely. Alright, but I'm currently wearing gathering and mining speed up. And the other one gives higher defense. I will take higher defense over faster mining any day. Cool. Let's take these apart. And then still, I keep forgetting. I bought extra, like, costume shoulders, and I keep forgetting to put them on. So here in a minute, that's exactly what I'm going to go do. But I can't make any vanilla waffles? What do I need for that? And why is that recipe not here anymore? Maybe I know. There. Vanilla waffle requires ripe fruit, breath mushrooms. That just means I gotta go chop down more trees. Oh! Since when does that take tough meat? Much rather. Like this. Kannst ja, falls du mich noch hörst, ich habe ein Video über die Charaktererstellung gemacht. Da kannst du auch alles sehen. I am almost out of tier 1 mats. It's awesome. I'm meaning to purge those from my inventory. Not like they're doing much for me anymore. Is there an equipment upgrade specialist?
I feel so hopeless.
Yes, is there something I can help you with? Whoa! We've had another light shift. The green screen looks like it's surrounded by, I don't know, a swarm of gnats. Let's get rid of those. Ah! I've gone all staticky. Yeah, I'm just going to play around with these settings for a second. Might as well. I don't want this to look terrible. Alright, that's... Without sitting here tweaking it forever, that's the best we're going to get for right now. I'm looking forward to my floating head. That may have come out wrong. This handwriting is my mother's. Where did you say you found this? I'm sorry, an undead had it. Ah, I feared as much. You know, it's funny, when I told Mother that I was going to become a priest, she was strongly against it. It's true. On the day I left Tristeza, she didn't even come out to see me off. But this letter says all the things she could never bring herself to say. You haven't seen her since. I tried. When the undead outbreak first started, but by the time I arrived, it was too late. It comforts me to know that even in death, the letter was still important to her. Thank you for delivering it. She gave me a smoothie as my reward. I'm a big tough. Oh, I'm not big and tough. I'm tiny and fuzzy. I'm a tiny and fuzzy adventurer. I kill giants, and I got a smoothie as a quest reward. Millennials, I tell you. I'm just kidding. I don't mean to be ageist. I do love stereotypes, though. Alright, so does he sell tough meat?
My goods are top quality.
I'm like right on the border of a protected and a disputed zone, so that's gonna happen a lot. That back and forth there. Don Diego's here. No, envoy of Don Diego. Who looks... No, that is Don Diego. Who just does not acknowledge that I'm even here. And that is because I didn't speak to Sergio yet. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put on those shoulders. Or I will be kicking myself. Or as the Germans say, I will be biting myself in the ass. That's a great expression, isn't it? I'll be biting myself in the ass over this until I remember to go do it. A lot of German expressions are about ass, I'm just noticing. Like when something's broken, the German slang terminology for something is broken and doesn't work anymore is "this is in the ass." Can I borrow your headset? I'm sorry, it's in the ass. When you're tired and don't function anymore properly because you're just exhausted, you're also in the ass. It didn't occur to me how weird that sounded until I translated it into English. But yeah, that's us Germans for you, I guess. Very common insult to call someone a moron is literally translated as ass violin. Never figured out exactly what they meant by that. Why you would call someone an ass violin. But it comes up all the time. It just means idiot. I'm going to have to Google where that came from at some point. My stream is not only entertaining, it's also informative. It's the new Reading Rainbow. Oh god, it's getting late. I'm probably the only one who thinks I'm funny. That's okay. I'm the only one who really deserves to be amused by me anyway. Where is the telepost? Stop me from talking. Actually, let me get somewhere. Thank you. I'm heading back to... Where was the... Here was Navarra City. Also probably less expensive than Karzakar? I never remember the names of all these towns. I'm terrible with names. Even in real life. I don't know what the next city over is called. I'm lying, it's Oberhausen. But I didn't know that for a long time. I don't know the name of the street over there, or any of these streets, just the one I live on. I know what they look like. Same with people. I don't remember faces, but I won't know what to call you. And I've discovered that hey, you with a face is considered an affront. I'm just trying to be polite. Trying to differentiate between people. You know, you with that face and you with that face. I'm doing my best here.
You won't find prices like these anywhere else on Ludium.
Yeah, just give me the bag. I need inventory space. Thanks. Much obliged. Come on, mount up. Where's this guy? Costume NPC. I remember him being over here somewhere. There he is. The weird. Is that a cowboy hat or like a fedora? Shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Hello? I can't change my shoulders, but I bought extra shoulders. Am I wearing them already? No. Well, now I'm confused. Wardrobe? No costumes available. I know I spent like 20k rep coins of some sort on buying fancier shoulders. But apparently, they just disappeared on me. I have a skill point. When did that happen? Increases judgment duration. Yeah, but I want judgment to do more healing. That's really what I'm, mostly what I'm going for here. Shield of faith duration. That's useless to me. Judgment is my favorite skill. It just needs to be a little more useful in a solo setting. Alright, well, I'm a little disappointed about the shoulders. Oh, I made tea. Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab that before it gets cold. Okay, I'm here. I got my tea. It's still slightly warm, but I did wait too long. Oh, is this cup slightly green? Because that is wreaking havoc on the chroma key. That is good tea. I could quote Captain Picard because it's Earl Grey, but I can't because it's no longer hot. Why is my inventory so full? I gotta get rid of stuff, man. Where's the storage guy? Excuse me, coming through one side. Use your dungeon tool on that. Arena rather. Sorry, did that merchant just take a swing at me? What's that about? I didn't ask. I thought it was a popular guy around
My
here.
goods are top quality, the very, very best.
Use the warehouse. Oh, I can actually use the Party Madness of War? What? What's happening? I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Party Madness of War. What does that have to do with anything? Is that a trial? Damned if I know. Huh. Whatever that was, I get random messages and updates, and I have no idea what they're about, what they mean. And there's so little information on this game, you can't Google it. So I just kind of have to either guess or figure it out.
Step right
Alright,
up
back
and
to what
take
I
a
was
gander
doing
at what I've got to
before-
offer.
Hit me with random stuff. Breath mushrooms out of there. Very good enough. Thank you, dungeon. Give me something to do so I talk less. Predictability means death. The description says they switch up the fighters, but it's the same two guys every time. Damn it, if you keep drinking this water, your tea's gonna get super cold. Hey, buddy. You want to spend some time in front of the soul fire first? Get your health up? There we go. Heals faster if you sit. See, most people don't know that. Totally gonna put that in my next video. Even the sit emote will do it. But it's easier to just click sit and share food. How come my health wasn't full? I was in town. Focusing on the same target. Oh, get the totem. I've got all the aggro. Take this thing out. Just then, on this guy. That healing totem did not go down fast. That's the first time I've seen that happen. On the top of the camera nearby. Come on, we should be focusing on the same target. No! Oh! Got it. Come on, roll out of there. Their health is back up. How did that happen? It's gonna take a while. Is there a totem on that scene? No. Why am I not moving? Oh, he's not going there. You guys have never, I've never had these guys beat me. I don't want this to start happening now. First time is excusable, not the fourth time. Whoa! I thought I was up against you, that was bad thought. She needs to stop switching to other targets. Why aren't we attacking the same guy? Do they have to go down simultaneously? I don't. My potions here. I get the feeling I'm doing some damage here, and I shouldn't be. I'm healing. I thought I might have been the only one attacking the potions. Not sure on that one. It's almost down. Yes! We don't need to go down fast. There's a lot of them on that field to do. Woo! We did it! We kinda had the claw, the scratch and claw at that one. But we pulled it off. Here you go. Have some food. Hey! She figured it. No, she's not. She's eating her own. She's not eating out of the pot. Oh. And here I thought, finally, somebody knew what to do. I need to go grab some potions. I am strapped.
Hey there!
This is actually a good time for me to stop because I do have to go. I have to give myself my nightly injection, and that will knock me flat on my ass. And then I got to get up early to go get my next injection at the doctor in the morning. Give some blood. that's my life now, until further notice. And that's, oh god, that's so fun. Alright. This has been the end of today's stream. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do, I'm going to see about doing one or two more like instructional videos or informative videos. I'm trying to do one like every day. So far I think that's worked. For the last 4 days I've done 4 videos. So I'm going to try to keep that momentum up for as long as I can. Right now I'm working as fast as I can to get to an estate so that I can do like an estate showcase. Maybe I'll do unions tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you around. Like and subscribe. All that stuff. You know how YouTube works. Hang it out.